Welcome back to another exciting video with Max Speed Adventures. Tonight is Friday night, but we're still working. It's like 8:06. We're down here in the basement. We're working because that's what we do on Max Speed Adventures. We're always looking to bring you the best videos we can. Tonight we're going to show you how we make hats, just like this one right here. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, I've already got the image that I want programmed, and then so what you see there, that's what we're going to etch in the black and white, and then around it in the red, that's what's going to cut. Okay, you see me do this in a lot of my videos, but I'll explain the lasering part of it a little bit to you in this video. So again, it's etch black and white, and then cut in red. What we got laid out here is what we got left. We really need to order some more leather. This is 4-ounce leather, and if you're not familiar, the thickness of this, they call it a 4-ounce because if you take a 1-inch by 1-inch square, cut that out, and you weigh that thickness is going to weigh 4 ounces. Okay, so that's what, and it's going to vary a little bit from the edges because it's not all the same thickness, but it's really close. But what we need is a 6 by 8 piece so that we can get we got to have 8 of them. We got our square, and we're going to square this up off the corner, and then someone's going to ask, does it have to be square? No. Do I just want it to be square? Yes. It's going to sit in the laser much nicer. And see, that's the only waste, okay? That way we know we got a nice straight piece of leather. That was our 8. Now we got our 6 by 8. I made these stops so that I can set, like if I'm cutting wood, I can butt it up against there, and I'll have a 1/2 inch area around it. But when I'm cutting leather, it doesn't like to lay real flat. So what I do, bed, bridge, head. Okay, so the head's going to move across the bridge is going to move across the bed. Okay. And then if you can see right there, that's a mirror. This laser is going to send a beam to that mirror. It's going to bounce off that mirror, come to this mirror, one right here. And then that one's going to see how this is angled. There's a mirror right there. It's going to send it down through the focusing lens that you can't see. It's right inside here. And that's going to make the hairline laser hit this leather. Okay? It's going to move around and do its thing. So right now what we want to do is we want to find the very corner of that leather because we're looking to waste as little leather as possible. So right here is a little test button. Okay, and when I hit that, it's going to shoot a little beam real quick. You ready? Okay, so now we're going to move this leather just a little bit to get our 0. And then we'll test it again. Ready? Okay. That's pretty good. So we will go with that, and we will prepare to run the program. Are you ready? Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look for our program. And we will open our program, and it's going to load it right in there. I promise it's going to happen. While we're waiting on that program load, I really like popcorn. I've liked popcorn my whole life. I probably started popping probably know more about popcorn than anybody. I bet I was about 8 years old when I popped my first pan of popcorn. But if you wanted popcorn at home, you had to take the kernels, put it in a pan with some oil, turn the burner on, the stove, shake it, and it would start popping. I still do that sometimes because I like popcorn. But now our program's loaded, so let's look at that. All right. So our program's loaded, and guess what? Yes, who said that? You're absolutely right. It's turned 90 degrees in the wrong direction. So we got two choices. We can correct the program, or we can change the position of the leather. I say what do you want to do? We ain't doing that. We're going to change the program. Here we go. It's going into laser files. Save. Now, go back to here. Open this. While that's loading, we'll talk about popcorn some more. And if anybody knows where the popcorn capital of the United States is, put it in the comments below. Need lots of comments. I personally know because I've been there, but maybe you don't. Somebody else knows and they'll tell you. Our program's loaded, so let's... Alright, so that's our program. Okay? And look at there. All them little white lines are out of there. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. This is our speed right here. See my cursor? We're going to change that speed from 100. I think we're going to speed it up to 250. And we're going to click engrave. The head's just moving across, back and forth on the bridge. And that beam is going down, and it's, you can see it firing. It's etching our logo right on there where we want it. Okay? It smells like burnt hair, and it ain't good. So I'm going to show you the exhaust system. So I got a squirrel cage fan mounted on the back of here. And it's sucking air out from the laser because it's not like sealed tight, so it's just pulling air in. And if you can see right across there, there's a piece of ductwork, okay? And a squirrel cage is on the back side, and it's spinning and it's sucking the air out of there. Let's go right up this. This is a piece of it's just dryer vent pipe. So that air's going up the vent pipe, across and out the window. Okay. While the laser's running, etching those parts, and then we'll come back. When we hear it stop, we'll come back, we'll cut them. But in the meantime, we're going to go cut our second piece of leather. Okay, so there's the first four that are etched. Okay, so now what we just did was we etched. Okay, we put in the logo. Now we wanna run our cut. Okay, so we're going to come down here and we're going to click cut. That's going to load. Okay, so here's our patch, and you can see it didn't really cut real super clean. So all we're going to do is take the scissors, some people like to call them shears, and we're going to trim that hair off of there and clean these up. So we'll go around and we'll get all four of these cleaned up, and then I'll do the rest in the morning so you can see it's nice and clean. That's the back. That's how we want it to look right there, nice and clean. So I'll I'm gonna clean it's getting late, it's 9 o'clock. I'm going to clean the lenses in the morning on that laser, and then we will run 4 more, and then tomorrow we will sew them on the hats. Okay, so I got my leather patch glued to the hat, and now we're going to get ready to sew it. I'm going to try to take you through that step by step. Okay, so take the hat, and this machine here is called a Tippmann Boss. So if you can see that, I'm going to squeeze this, and you can see what's happening here with the presser foot. As I squeeze it, it goes up. This is going to be this is one of the harder parts. Is I got to get right in here. So I can't stitch through this. I've done it before. So I'm pulling my threads out of the way. Left hand, I'm raising the presser foot, and I'm putting that hat up under there, and I'm letting it down. Okay, so we got that in place. Now I'm going to hold these threads as I put the first couple stitches in, and a stitch is just pulling back on the handle. See the needle moving up and down? Now I can let go of the threads, and I'm just watching my edge, keeping it lined up along the edge. Every once in a while I'll check, make sure I'm not on my band. They're still good. And I gotta rotate it just as this clicks, that presser foot jumps forward. So as it's doing that, I'm making my quick rotations. And as I get back around towards the bottom, I gotta start feeling for that band so it doesn't get up in there. And I like to finish exactly where I started. If that means I gotta move it just a bit, I will. And we'll go over one stitch to seal that first one. Raise the presser foot. Pull it out good and far. Take scissors. Trim that off. Trim this. In there, and then we'll just melt that starter thread just a bit. There you go, one custom hat.